Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Diogo Tadini and I'm the creator of The Weekend Filmmaker. Today I'm explaining to you what the word filmmaker really means. Intro. So today's video is a very quick one, but it's just to show you how much we do as filmmakers. If you entitle yourself as a filmmaker, here's what it really means. So a filmmaker in a nutshell, normally people just think that you are a person behind a camera, an editor, and that's it, right? But that's wrong. There's no particular order for it. I picked a few of the things that we all do for you to understand what this means. So let's do it. First one, director. Normally you direct the whole shoot from the beginning to the very end. Director is our first role. Camera operator is also there, is another role that we play, obviously behind the camera, just making sure that we cover everything and anything that we can for our clients. DOP is also another role that we play. We're choosing the best angles, just alongside camera operating, we are DOPing our shoots as well. I mean, I would assume that the majority of us are actually playing the DOP more than anything else. Set designer. This is another role that to me is not really mentioned, but that's what we do. Let's say you're filming a wedding, you're making sure that the ugly parts of the scene are not there. So you are moving furniture around, opening and closing curtains, and then just moving things about in general to make sure that the set is proper for you to have the best scene. So set designer, not only with weddings, with anything really, obviously with short films when the budget is really low or there is no budget at all, weddings, to be honest, anything really, we are making sure that the set is the way that we want. So set designer is another role that we play as well. Sound engineer. This one can be quite daunting really, because audio is, sound in general is so complicated. But unfortunately, because of the way that the industry is going, we have to learn more and more about so many different things, and audio is one of them. Like myself, I would rather hire someone to do the audio, but when there is no budget, unfortunately, we have to do it. Therefore, it's good to understand about all the different sides of the audio, like what's the best microphone for this type of jobs, or how can you mix all the audio in the final edit, and all these little things. We may not be the best in audio, for example, but we have to have an idea. We must have an idea of the overall mixing, because otherwise our audio will be crap. Gaffer or light technician, we also need to understand about lighting. We don't have to be the best gaffer in the world, but it's good to have an idea of the mood that your client wants the viewers to perceive in that video. So if you have an idea of how to set up lights or how to actually mold the lights, that's what I heard once, and it's very true. The way that we work with lights is the way that we mold them. So if you understand how to shape the light the way that your client wants, then the client will be happy, and it's another skill that we play, another role that we play. So I actually lost count, but stay with me. Editor, being an editor, another role. Who hasn't played that role yet? Welcome to the club. I'm just one more. We all play this role. Editing is definitely part of being a filmmaker, and it's definitely really important. Colorist is right out of the bat, straight out of editing. Coloring your film is just something that is just there, isn't it? Like, we all try and finish our films in the best way possible, to colorize in the best way possible, to make sure that the clients and the viewers and whoever is watching the films are happy and feel good about it. So colorist is another role that we have on the list. Marketing, oh my god, this is such a huge part of the whole role of being a filmmaker. You have to know how to sell yourself. So marketing is something that we do need to play well, because that's how we're gonna get our work to our final clients. So marketing is another role in general. I'm not saying that you have to be a specialist or a director of marketing or whoever, the guru in marketing, but we do have to understand and kind of play the right pieces in the right direction. Otherwise, no work. Social media expert, that is basically almost a guru. So for us to grow our social medias, regardless if it's Twitter, Instagram, I'm quite old to know what is new there, but Snapchat or anything that you want to grow within the social media department, you have to really understand the best times for you to post. Perhaps you live in, for example, like me, I live in England, but my customers are in America. So I have to post in different times. What sort of series I will follow, like what sort of like colors I would pick, or what kind of shape for my pictures I would pick. So all of these things impact in social media. So social media, I title as expert, is another role that we need to play in conjunction with all the others that we've already spoken about, but that's not it. You are your own PR as well, so that public relation that happens within the filmmaking in you, that's you being your own PA, booking flights, doing, you know, just your own diary and all these crazy things that PAs do. That's another thing that a filmmaker does. So another role. If you have an interview with someone, let's say that you're filming an interview, apart from all of these things that you've done already, if you can't find a friend to help you for a really kind of low budget, if not for free, you are going to be the interviewer as well. So that's what, 25 different roles at the moment, or I completely lost count. If you are filming like a solo documentary, you have to do your research, so you research as well. So that's another one, and this is very interesting. Researching is very interesting because that takes you a long way, like deep in the job. So researcher is another one that we can add to the list. Location manager is another one. You need to know where exactly is the best place for you to portray your film. After this many things that we spoke about, we need to set up a decent location for our next film. If it's a corporate, you then find, well, it's all about the story, isn't it? So finding out the story first, then you can actually choose the perfect location. So all these things again impact on each other. Location manager, tick. Another one. Casting director. You want to have the best person in front of your lens to portray the story, right? So either an actor, or if it's a real life story, you want to find the best person to portray that story, to be emotional. So casting is another part of our job as filmmakers. As I told you, there's no right order, correct order for neither of these positions, for none of these positions. However, screenplay writing, or being a writer in general, starts from there. I mean, different people start their system in a different way, but writing a story is pretty much in the beginning. I'm putting that in the end here, but it's another role that we have to play. So it's good to actually have a screenplay, whichever the job is, even if it's a wedding. I'm giving it a wedding again as an example, because you may think that weddings do not have a story. It's good to actually write a story and a script. As it doesn't have to be Space Odyssey, Kubrick, like masterpiece or anything like that, but you do need to understand the story, the whole, how the beginning, middle and end that you are going to have in your stories. So writing is another role that we have on the list. And last but not least, I can't believe I made it to the last one. I made it. The last one is, that's my attempt to just go drums. Let's pretend that I've got drums here and go for our personal projects. I know that will sound funny, but we get to be our own clients. You demand what you want for your film. You are the person telling the guidelines for that film, when it needs to be ready, when it needs to be delivered, how you want the color scheme to be, what kind of music you want, anything happening there, that will be you, and you are your own client. So we also get to play our own clients, which to me is just amazing. And bananas. Why would that be bananas? Well, I guess it's just amazing. And this will do for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, just make sure you give us a thumbs up, you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bye.